नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण। ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge, Pavitram Uttamam. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are successfully studying the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge of the Absolute. So we are understanding in this chapter that Krishna is the Supreme. There is nothing above Krishna. Mattaka parataram na anyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. That we understand. Krishna is the source of both material and spiritual natures. That also we understand. Yetat, Krishna is saying that I am so sarvaniti upadaraya. Yetat yonini bhutani sarvaniti upadaraya. Aham krishnasya jagattaka prabhavaha pralayastata. So that's what we need to know. So Prabhava, Pralaya, everything is coming from Krishna only. That's why Gatir, Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi, Nivasaga, Saranam, Sugurtu, Prabhavaka, Pralayagastanam, Nidanam, Bijam, Avyam. So that's what Krishna. We have to live in Krishna consciousness all the time. That is our goal of life. For that, we need to follow Krishna's instructions in our life every day, every moment, in each and every action. We need to follow Krishna's instructions. That is Bhagavad Gita. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us that I shall explain you, I shall impart you. So tatte karma pravakshami. I explain to you what is karma. So that's what Krishna is saying. Yajñātva mokshasya asubha. So for Krishna, we need to do everything. That's what is very important. We have to do everything for Krishna. So that means we need to follow Krishna's instructions. Then only we are doing it for Krishna. When Krishna says that it should be done as an arpanam, that is as an offering unto me. Tatkurusva mad arpanam. Brahmanadaya karmani. So like that only repeatedly Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita. So that way, when we want to offer to Krishna, we want to offer the best. When we want to please someone, we want to offer what that person likes more. That's what we do. If we are inviting a guest, somebody is visiting our home, we will ask them, so what kind of food you like? So we will find out what are the likes and dislikes of that person. So then accordingly we will prepare. So like that, we should know the likes and dislikes of Krishna. Krishna is not controlled by the modes of nature. He controls the modes of nature. So his likes or dislikes, it is not based on the modes of nature. It is not based on the materialistic attachment. So, because Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita that he need not get anything by working in this well. There is nothing forcing him to work. But fortunately, from Bhagavad Gita, we understand Krishna has taught us that what he wants, that we know, we understand from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna's likes, we understand from Bhagavad Gita what he wants. That we have to do. That's what very important. We have to understand what Krishna wants and do that. So, Krishna wants us to surrender unto him, just surrender unto Krishna. Krishna wants us to remember him all the time, so just remember Krishna all the time. Krishna wants us to offer everything to him, offer the prasadam to him before we take, so offer everything to Krishna. Offer us prasadam, everything to Krishna. So, like that, many places in entire Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us very clearly what he wants, so that we know what Krishna wants. So every sloka we need to just understand and just find out what exactly Krishna wants, and we need to do that. We know it's very difficult to give up the attachment in this well. We know it's very difficult to control our restless mind. All such things we are already experiencing. But when Krishna's mercy is there, so that is the only way we can come out of this materialistic entanglements. Only with Krishna's causeless mercy only it is possible. So that means we should engage ourselves in Krishna's service. We should keep ourselves extremely busy in serving Krishna. So whatever we do, we have to do it for Krishna. So there is so much we can do for Krishna in this world. We have to spread his message. When nothing is forcing Krishna to come to this world, Krishna came here. Why? Because Krishna says that Sankarasya cha kartasyam na kuryat karma chetam. Uchhideyu ime lokar na kuryat karma chedaham sankarasya cha kartasya upahanyami magha prajaha. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So if he did not work, if he did not come, if Krishna did not do what all he did, so that means he is saying that I will be the cause for putting this world in trouble. Even though nothing is forcing, even though it's Krishna, nothing is compelling or binding Krishna to do such things. So now we have to do the same thing for Krishna. So we don't have to do anything here. Anything means we don't have any attachments to anything in this material world. So we have to serve Krishna means we have to just do everything what Krishna is asking us to do. Sarvabhuta hite rataga. So engage in the welfare of all beings. Treat everyone as our own self in both their happiness and distress. So that's what we are supposed to do. So both in their happiness and distress, treat everyone as our own self. Sukham va yadiva dukkham sayogi paramo matakam. So that's what we are supposed to do. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that kind of mindset will come to us. We should be able to see that everyone is suffering in this material world. It is not that only when some kind of natural calamities occur or something like that, when a flood comes or or an earthquake or something else, then we think that people are suffering. We need to see that everyone is suffering every moment in this world. Having got this material body is a suffering. When Krishna is teaching us that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Dosha Anu Darshanam, so one should see darshanam. Darshanam means one should see darshan. So dukkha. So dukkha means distress. So dukkha dosa, the symptoms of distress. So the birth, old age, disease, and death as the symptoms of distress. So that's why one should see. So that means we should see within us, in ourselves also, having this body, we are also struggling and suffering in this material world. Even though we have the knowledge, we are able to see that, but others, even though they don't have any knowledge, but we should be able to see that others are also struggling and suffering in this world. So there is no point in simply thinking that somebody is bigger than us, like richer than us, or having more materialistic assets, power in this world. So such kind of thinking is nonsense, useless. Whoever he may, in whatever position that person is, we need to see that that person is suffering only because he has got the body, material body. The material body, having this material body means we are diseased. The soul is diseased. I mentioned this many times in the past, that we need to see that the soul is diseased when we have this body. So now we need to cure. So some diseases, you cannot cure permanent, goes and comes back like that. So like that, this material body, this disease will die and take another body, die and take another body. So like that, it keeps coming back to the soul, keep binding the soul into this material world. And sometimes it becomes very severe also. So when we commit so much of sins, and when we bind ourselves so much in this material world, when we get ourselves entangled so much in this material world, so we will take another birth and again and again, and different types of bodies and struggle and suffer. We see that how different living entities, animals, different things, they are struggling and suffering in this world, having the material body. So that's what we should be able to see. And we should be able to come out of these problems. So we should be able to solve this problem. So that is the knowledge. So that way, we have a lot of work to do. Because we have to save as many people as possible. When something happens, as I was explaining, so some maybe a flood or something, people are stuck, and when you want to save them from there, so like that, here we need to see that everyone is struggling and suffering with the material bodies. So we need to save them from this ocean of material miseries, from this material world. We need to save them. How to save them? By giving them this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Like that only we can save them. So we have to give them this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, distribute this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, and identify devotees. So that way there are so much of work for us to go and identify devotees everywhere. There are thousands and thousands of devotees are there, and we should be able to identify all of them. That's very important. And when we identify them, give them this Bhagavad Gita knowledge and make them devotees of Krishna and let them serve Krishna. Otherwise, we are letting them to suffer in this world. And we got saved. Krishna's causeless mercy, Krishna's devotees have arranged and have created this kind of opportunities. And Srila Prabhupada took so much efforts to start this International Society for Krishna Consciousness and write this Bhagavad Gita as it is and make Krishna temples everywhere. So we need to understand this philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, the science of Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. If you understand the science, then everything is going to be great. If you don't understand the science, so as I explained yesterday, that we are not having knowledge. So that means we are under ignorance. If you don't have this king of knowledge, if you don't understand this Bhagavad Gita, so that means we are completely under ignorance. Ignorance is very, very dangerous. Ignorance is not blissful. It's very dangerous. So we need to have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge and come to light and do everything as per this Bhagavad Gita and free ourselves from the three modes of material nature and become a very, very devoted person, a devotee of Krishna, based on this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So all the qualities, Abhayam Sattva Samsuddhigi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitigi Danam Tapasya Yajnascha. So Swadhyayaga Tapa Arjavam, all such things we studied in the 16th chapter in the first sloka. So we have to become like achieve all those 26 qualities which we studied. We should not be having those 6 qualities of the demoniac nature at all. We should be giving up all of them. Dambo darpo abhimanasya krodaga parushya mevacha ajnanam cha abhijatasya partha sampadam asurim. So we need to give up all such that pride, arrogance, conceit, all such things, and ignorance and anger, harshness, all such things. We need to give up all these 6 demoniac qualities. And Krishna is asking us to not go to hell. Don't get into the gateways to hell. So, Tribidam Naraga Sedam Dwaram Nasanam Atmanaga Kama Krodas Tata Lobas, Kama Krodas Tata Lobas, Tasma Teta Trayam Tajet. So there are 3 gateways to hell. So you give up them. So Yeter Vimuktaka Kaunteya Tamo Dwari Tribi Naraga Acharati Atmanasreyas Tato Yanti Param Gatim. That's what Krishna is asking us. Krishna wants us to not get into hell. Krishna wants us to get out of this material world, which is a hell, and reach the supreme abode, the Param Gatim, Tato Yati Param Gatim. That's what is needed for us. For that, we need to surrender unto that Param Brahma, Param Dhamma. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, we have to completely surrender unto him to achieve that supreme destination, Param Gati. So Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge with which we will be able to achieve all these things. So by simply studying and understanding this Bhagavad Gita, our life is going to be wonderful. All these slokas. And that helps us to set an example for others to follow us. Sakta karmani avidvamso yata kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvams tata asaktaga chikirsu loka sangram. So we should not be attached. We should work like any other person who is working in this material world without knowledge, who is attached. We should work like him, but since we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should not be attached to the result. So in terms of the action, if anybody common man sees, he will not be able to see the difference between the way the 2 persons are working. But a devotee is working without attachment to the results because he has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. But a person who is not a devotee of Krishna is working with attachment to the results because he doesn't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That's what happened in the battlefield. When Arjuna fought in the battlefield, everybody thought that Arjuna is fighting for himself. But Krishna knows and Arjuna knows that Arjuna is fighting for Krishna. So that's what should happen with us. That's what Krishna is asking us. Maybe for outsider, it may think that we are also working like any other person. But Krishna knows we are actually working for him. We are doing everything for him. And how we can prove? How we can prove that we are doing everything for Krishna? So when we are not affected by the result of activities and simply by studying this Bhagavad Gita every day, so that means simply by joining this Zoom and studying this Bhagavad Gita. If not possible to join at this time, then follow through the YouTube recordings. So then offering prasadam to Krishna and spreading Krishna's message, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So these 4 pillars, if we follow, so that means Krishna knows that we are doing everything for him. That is the way Krishna knows. He is seated in our heart as the super soul. He knows everything. And he guides us. He creates opportunities for us to serve him. That's what we need to realize. All these opportunities, right now, we are studying Bhagavad Gita. We are very successful in doing this. And all the 5 factors are coming together every day for us to study this Bhagavad Gita. So all this, because Krishna's causeless mercy, we need to understand that Krishna is creating these opportunities. Krishna is guiding us. And Krishna is making us to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita and enjoy. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have finished 21 slokas in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now we are understanding about the person who doesn't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, how they are worshipping. That's what we are understanding. So who has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita? So Vasudevam Sarvam Iti. So anyone who knows that knowledge, that Krishna Vasudeva is everything, he will surrender unto Krishna. So Mam Prapatyate. But a person who doesn't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so what they do? So that's what we are studying. So we studied in the sloka number 20th sloka in the 7th chapter. Kamaiste hritagnyana prabatyante anya devata tam niyamam mastaya prakritya niyataga swaya. So these people who are deprived of knowledge, so hritagnyanaga, so they will surrender unto other gods, anya devata. So that means demigods, other gods, anya devata. And then they worship them with their own regulations. So niyamam, tam niyamam astaya, by following their own regulations, they will worship. So prakritya niyata swaya. So that's what happens. The people who have no knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. Then in the next sloka, we are studying, Krishna is teaching, Yo yam tanum bhaktaga shabdayarchithum ichchati tasya chalam shabda tameva vidatamyaham. That's what Krishna is saying. So those who are devotees of other gods and worship them with faith, yo yam tanum bhaktaga sajjayatidam icchate, and I make their faith very steady. So I increase their faith, make their faith very steady. Obviously, they are not devotees of Krishna because they don't have knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. They are not jnanis, but they have developed their own faith. So because they are deprived of knowledge, so but Krishna is making their faith steady so that at least they can get what they want. So that's what Krishna is helping them to do that. So I am in everyone's heart as a super soul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing. Sataya Saddaya Yukta Tasyaradhanam Mihate Labate Chetataga Kaman Mayaiva Vihitan Hitan. Sataya Saddaya Yuktas. So by worshipping with that kind of faith, so they will worship Aradhanam. So Tasya Aradhanam Ihati. Labate Chetataga Kaman. So they will get what they want. So they will get. And that is actually coming from me. Mayaiva Vihitan Hitan. I am only giving them. That's what we need to know. Even though you go to all gods, different type of gods, you go to Lord Ganesha, you go to Lord any other god, you worship them, Durga, anyone, you worship them and you get what you want. But we need to understand that it is coming from Krishna. Mayaiva Vihitan Hitan. That's what Krishna is saying, that I am only arranging them. I am only giving them. So no god is can do anything themselves. They have to go to Krishna. Krishna only. So that's why Mattaga Parataram Anyat Kinchit Astidam. Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mattaga Sarvam Pravatade. Krishna is the source of everything. That's what we need to know. So Kanksantaka Karmanam Siddhim Yajantaiga Devataga Shipram Hi Manushe Loke Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. We studied in the 4th chapter. So in order to get the Siddhi perfection results, they worship the other gods. Kanksantaka Karmanam Siddhim Yajantaiga Devataga Shipram Hi Manushe Loke Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. So quickly, Shipram, Sikram, quickly, Shipram Hi Manushe Loke. So they will get the Siddhi, they will get what they want. So that's why Labatecha Tataga Kama Mayeva Vigitan Hitan. That's what Krishna is doing. Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desires, but in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. That's what Krishna is doing. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 22 in the 7th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna. If any devotee has any questions, you can use the raise hand option. Hare Krishna. Krishna Vardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
No question, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Meena Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class also. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna. By Krishna's Kasna. Champagne Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. I couldn't talk to you yesterday because of these allergies. My nose is all stuffed up.
Okay, I hope you are feeling better now, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji, all by Krishna's grace. So, Guruji, one question. So, Krishna says that Durlabham is this human form, right, Guruji?
Hmm.
So, I mean, there are so many people, even the animals are endangered more than humans. So I was like, okay, how come?
It's very rare. It's very rare to get this. That's why we need to understand that we have to make use of this human body. If we don't make use of this human body, then that is very unfortunate. Even among humans, it's very rare. Samahatma Sudurlabhaga. Such a great soul is very rare.
Yes, Guruji.
So,
Yes,
yes, that is the fact. That is the reality. We need to understand. Yes.
okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Munmun Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for today's class, Guruji. No questions, Guruji. It's clear.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Lalita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ganesh Rupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Oh, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I am in Bangalore now.
Very nice. Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
So, very nice class, Prabhuji. So, a little late, sorry, I joined.
no problem. You can follow the YouTube.
I follow this YouTube. Sometimes I hear YouTube.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. No questions. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, Krishna's mercy. We are able to study Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, Guruji. Daily we are learning.
We are enjoying. Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
We are
Guruji.
enjoying.
Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. R.K. Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the nice session and keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes,
It's all about the mind. Mind is captive of so many thoughts that keep on generating because of our association with this materialistic world. And chanting is the process of getting rid of all those good or bad memories and just keeping oneself free from the karmic reactions. So it's a wonderful experience to be in Krishna consciousness under your guidance. So daily we are feeling so many things which we feel that had we not been in Krishna consciousness, probably things would have been in a different way. They would not have been so nice. It's wonderful, Guruji. So nice of you. Thank you very much. Don't have any question. Great. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Really enjoyed today's class also. And
Yes,
thank you so much for your effort, Guruji. Because of you, we are learning every day. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you. Thank you
Krishna.
for the class. Very important lesson today that even if one prays to the demigods, the final benefit is handed over by Krishna only.
Krishna. That's
That's
correct.
why the intelligent devotee prays directly to Krishna.
Krishna has to finally approve. Then only Krishna has to approve.
Yes, yes. And the prayer to demigods is for material benefits, whereas for Krishna, it is for spiritual benefits. Is that right?
Now, if you go to Krishna, even for material benefits also, he will make us to understand, we will develop that love, and Krishna automatically, we will give up the, like we know that all the, from the Puranas, correct? So like that, yes, Mother.
Yes, good.
Dhruva Maharaja. He went to actually forest to do the tapas, that austerity, to basically gain a kingdom which is bigger than his father. But when he saw Krishna, Vishnu, so he said that I don't want anything, I want only you, correct? So that way, even for material benefits, if you go to Krishna also, it will become spiritualized. Anything related to Krishna, if you go, everything is spiritualized. Because we'll get the knowledge. That is the main thing. When you go to Krishna, we will become a jnani. So other gods, when we go there, you are not going to become a jnani.
Okay.
That is the difference. Deprived of knowledge. Other gods, when you go, so you don't have the knowledge. That means you don't know that Krishna is the supreme person. So that's why if you have the knowledge, means we know that Krishna is the supreme person. That is the knowledge. We don't have that knowledge, so then we will only ask for temporary results, material benefits. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to everyone.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Rajesh Chaurashya Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Really wonderful lecture today also. In continuation of the last 2 days, really, which it is being said that we have to only pray for Lord Krishna, not the demigods.
Yes, that's the.
And in the earlier also you have said that the attachment to the material world should be avoided.
Yes.
In the path of Lord Krishna consciousness. Really wonderful lecture today also in continuation of that. And this way, we hope that slowly we are progressing further in Gita.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Lalita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
I was a little busy in the morning, so I could not answer you.
No problem.
My husband was leaving, he was leaving to office. So
Yeah.
I was a little late, Guruji. Just like we say, Krishna Mande Jagadguru, like whomever we pray, finally it will go to Krishna. It's better directly we pray Krishna itself.
Directly go to Krishna directly, yes, Mataji. Directly go to Krishna and fully depend.
Instead of praying other gods, directly if we pray Krishna, and then everything will be, our wishes, everything will be fulfilled.
Fulfilled, yes, no doubt. It will
Yes,
happen.
Guruji.
Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ashok Bhatt Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Nice interpretation as usual.
Yes.
I have a query in mind. that as per the demigods are concerned, are the demigods other than Sanatana Dharma considered demigods?
All other gods who are superior to us, who are more controlled than us, but such controls are given by Krishna, so they are all demigods.
So outside the purview of Sanatana Dharma, we can designate them as demigods or the gods.
Anyone, it's not like outside the purview of Sanatana. Anyone who has more control of material nature than us, they are all demigods. But that control is coming from Krishna. That's what we need to understand. Yes.
That means everything in the world is in the right perspective, whatever may be the reason.
That is correct. Everything is controlled because Krishna is saying that Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sa characham. So this entire, both moving and non-moving, everything is working under my directions. So that's what. So this is all like 3-4 yugas, correct? So Treta Yuga, then Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. So in each yuga, so something like Kali Yuga is full of ignorance only. So Krita Yuga is full of goodness.
Right.
So then Treta Yuga is full of passion. So then Dwapara Yuga is a mixture of both passion and ignorance. So something like that, goodness and passion. So that's how it comes. Yes, there is sign. It is given like that in the scriptures. Yes.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Very nice. As the highest personality of Godhead. Yes, Guruji. This is so well explained.
Yes, ma'am.
We just need to surrender to Krishna for everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you again once more for the today we differentiate between many gods.
Yes, Mataji.
A very nice session. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class today, Guruji. Today
Yes.
again we realized that those who have taken birth in this material world are all suffering. And it is
Yes.
only the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita that can take us out of this suffering. So we just have to focus on devoting ourselves to the service of Krishna. So we have to just serve Krishna. That is all.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Guruji, for your efforts.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare.
So today's sloga is really In one respect, it is really interesting because most of the people, only we are telling that 0.1%, that is very few people can become devotee. Whereas most of the people pray only demigods. Even I will say, till we get the knowledge, we also were praying that way only. In that respect, if we see. So today's sloga is really interesting because whatever demigods we pray also is finally given by Krishna. That is a very interesting thing to understand. And then many people are at least getting, they are actually praying God. That means either demigod or anything. That is a very interesting thing because whatever it may be, they pray some God. They believe that somebody is above us. That is a very, very important thing in life. That way. So even though they are, because they don't have knowledge, because they have not taken birth in that way. That is the thing which we are able to understand today. That is my feeling.
Yes.
Because of that, and slowly they will also get a proper birth and then pray Krishna and goes to Golava. I think that way it is really interesting to hear. Krishna himself says that, means it is very, very interesting.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for
Thank
the
you,
class.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mohan Prabhu, by mistake I pressed.
Yes, yes, Guruji, yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Aruna Devi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Prabhuji.
Pranam Mataji.
Unfortunately, I missed this class, Prabhuji, due to network problem. I will
You can.
YouTube. Prabhuji.
YouTube you can watch, yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Prabhuji.
Pranam Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, today class I have attended very joyful class. And today we learned Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Krishna is everything, and Krishna is the supreme, both in the material and as well as spiritual nature. And Prabhava, Pralaya, everything is coming from Krishna only. And we have to understand Krishna, what Krishna wants, and do according to his likes. We have to surrender unto Krishna. We have to offer prasadam, spread message of Krishna, and we have to know what Krishna wants. And in that way, we have to do as per his likes. We are in the material world and we have to come out of this world. Here there are most our sufferings, that is distress, old age sufferings, all sufferings we experience in this material world. To save from this all, we have to have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We have to identify devotees of Krishna, and by the mercy of Krishna, we are getting saved. And we have to understand the science of Bhagavad Gita to relieve us from this ignorance. And Krishna says, give up demonic qualities, save from tamodvaras, and reach Param Gati. That is the utmost destination by the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna knows we are working for Krishna only by studying Bhagavad Gita every day, offering prasadam, spreading Krishna consciousness. Krishna always guides us and plans for us. The earlier sloka, 21 sloka, it was told, those who are devotees of demigod and worship them, Krishna make their faith steady and devote their deity. And today's sloka, the who worship the demigods in their own way, they will get whatever they desire from the demigods. Actually, that is coming from Krishna only. All these benefits Krishna is providing for them. Like that, we learned everything nicely. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandavat
Hare Krishna.
Pranam
Dandavad
Guruji.
pranam.
Hare Krishna,
Dandavad.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram,
Pranam
Hare
Guruji,
Hare.
Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhu. Subbalakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Prabhuji, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna.
Today, chanting is very nice, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
But I
Krishna.
was thinking we are that much of bhakti will coming by Krishna. I think
Especially
that-
you chanted 4 rounds today, correct, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. I
Tamil
want
Bhagavad
more
Gita class 2
bhakti.
rounds. And, yeah.
I think every day I used to say like that, by Krishna's grace, whenever, what time, whatever, when, what place, I don't know, but wherever we go, we thinking that only.
Yes, that's correct.
Krishna's grace, we are meet in this. I chance give you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you,
Krishna
Mataji.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare
Dandavad
Krishna,
pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram.
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
ரொம்ப நன்றி.
Nandi Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So today class also is very excellent and very nicely explained. It
Yes,
is part of extension of yesterday class.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes,
there are many doubts and things have been cleared and it is explained. What we can understand is by chanting Hare Ram, Hare Krishna and daily classes attending and whether like or not liking, you just remember Krishna. That itself in Kali Yuga, that is what is very important. So Rama
yes.
Nama and Krishna Nama we have to chant and remember him for every things, every moment. So that itself cures many things. That is what he gives authoritatively, that you go to demigod or wherever, we have to understand the essence. Even going to Ganesha or Shiva or Muruga, that institution, that motivation, that soul power, it comes through Krishna. That is what indirectly it is explained. So he never says that you don't go to demigod. What he says is, even that motivation institution comes through me. So I am present in everywhere. Even your mind says to worship Ganesha for some result, that also that motivation comes through me. So we have to understand this way. So the only thing is Krishna is a super God for everyone in the earth. That oneness oneself, it is not happening in current century. That is what it is perplexing. So he would have definitely predicted what it would be in 2000, 2020, 2024 and going forward. He would have predicted what would happen or what is that. But still, what is happening? The division has happened. There are many similarity and asymmetrical similarities also is there. Non-similarities also there. There are so many divisions, so many opinions, so many things are there. So if that could be cured, then the oneness will come automatically. That is what is disturbing now in 2000 afterward. So we pray to Krishna to bring that oneness. Wherever it is, that oneness has to be there. That oneness is nothing but pure love and devotion. That will come automatically. Then the whole world will be peaceful, happy. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Manoranjan
Krishna
Sahu.
Guruji,
Hare.
very wonderful session. Really, I am now Puri, so yesterday due to busy schedule, I will not travel to take classes. Really, Mani Prabhu rightly mentioned, it is in Kali Yuga, so only the Gita will make us relief from this bondage, this worldly cares and worldly benefits, and we worship God, demigods, only with a purpose, with material desires. It is not our ultimate end of our life. It's something else. That is not the pleasure, real pleasure, the celestial, divine pleasure, divine happiness is only Gita knowledge. That is the only knowledge we are getting from you because of your mercy, Guru, costless mercy, and Prabhupada. And when I see, I find divinity in ISKCON devotees. And I enjoy from my heart, core of the heart, that truly they are Krishnas. They are the form of the Krishnas. I see the devotees of ISKCON, how they are dedicated. Without real practical example, what is in Gita, they do it, they practice it. They don't have no ego. Now we are modern people, we are concerned with ego. Why did he told me like this, that, this? Only nonsense things we are involved. They are above these things. They are really only not this spreading, preaching, propagating Gita. They are doing practical. Or engineers, doctors, professors are there in also ISKCON. Total, they find ultimate truth, the ultimate knowledge, the final is only Gita. And Prabhupada has rendered a great service for the whole mankind, and we should be benefited from this. There is no Kali Yuga, what I feel Satya Yuga, Adi Yugas. Only Gita will make us live. Only mind for the things what you are doing. There might be Satya Yuga, Kali Yuga, what you are suffering, that different thing. But the mindset is like that. But only you are concerned where you are born, that is not the matter. Only you are dedicated to Lord Krishna. Ultimate end is the true happiness lies in Gita, and it is from generation to generation. Those who are making use, they make their life worthwhile. They make their life fruitful. So Guruji, because of your mercy, from your student career till now, we are totally surrendered to Lord Krishna, by which we are now enjoying. Otherwise, what would be the situation? What I feel for my situation? I would have been in different place, or maybe something else. Now, if I attend Gita class and if I listen to my Guru's class, words, it changes, it transforms in my mind. And rather, if I do wrong, so no, I won't make wrong. My Guruji with me, that Gita is with me, so I should not do some wrong things in life. It is only from Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I should not hurt anybody's feelings. So that kind of feeling generated in the Gita class. Very thankful Guruji, Pranam Guruji, Satada Naman from your sincere efforts. We are enjoying this class. Thank you Guruji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna.